So like, this is stuff she's losing from having a calf. She's not interested in grain right now. Kind of bothers me really badly. I feel like right now we're making bad decisions. Luckily, she did good. She only kicked for about 3 days, and on day 4, she took the calf without any kicking and hasn't had a problem since. But are we making the wrong decisions? We have something else coming up. This is just not always easy. So is this because we're inexperienced? Is this because we're unprepared? Is this because she's not healthy of a cow? Like, what are we going through? There's more to this than all we've already covered. I don't know. I can't really answer why. And I don't know that I really have the energy left to try. But cause and effect is all I can come up with. There's a cause and an effect. And whether I'm the cause or just whatever went wrong with the baby is the cause, here's the effect in this video. So keep watching. I'm on my way to the vet to pick up supplies. To see this shaking and this shivers, and I've got to check her temp. And I also have to think, have I missed something? What have I missed? Is there something being missed here? So I check her temp and it's 105. I check it again, it's 106. Have I missed something? I mean, I have work days, and so has the calf given her an illness? Have I missed mastitis? I thought that was just from the edom. What am I missing? Am I just not out of the woods with this process, and it's just still a cause and effect? Did I do something wrong? Have I not been attentive enough? Now what? Milk fever, infection, mastitis? So the vet talked over the whole scenario with me. And the licking, he really feels like that we had in another video when we called the vet out. The licking was, the calf was dead, possibly then. And that probably started at the least 3 weeks before that. I understood that the calf was around 7 months old, a premature calf. And it can be a small hiccup that creates that, and it could be, something larger. But why the shaking? Make sure there's no hard spots in the bag. And I don't feel like there are. One bag was hard, 1/4 was hard, but we've been fighting edom. But I'm gonna milk, I'm gonna understand this, and so we're not gonna be drinking any milk for 2 weeks, and the calf's gonna get it. And so we're going to be able to up the calf. We're not going to milk her out all the way. But I have some interesting things I'm going to have to do that I've not done before, and it's fine. But I'm going to inject her with an antibiotic, and then I'm going to fill her uterus, pour the rest in her uterus, and give it about 3 days, because the stuff that I've been seeing come out of it is pus. And I didn't like the sight of it, but I've always kind of operated ignorance is bliss. But in this case, it wasn't. Ignorance has, just got us here. But she's fine. And so He also gave me calcium in case this could be milk fever, but right now he doesn't want me to take more calcium than I need to. I need to worry about the udder staying healthy. So you have to milk with a milk cow. You can't, I can't just like dry it right now. This is not how it's going to work. She has to have milk removal. But I'm not going to take the full 2 gallons. So what we're going to do is take steps forward, but treating her is the first thing with the antibiotic. If I feel like that we start having any signs of milk fever, I'm going to treat her with calcium. So this, if this was going to be avoidable, it would have been much earlier on, but I had red signs with the mucus and no baby. And for so long. But it was probably too late then to correct an issue without the right kind of knowledge, equipment, and confirmation. Best I can do, Violet. I just don't know how you're this remarkable. Maybe if we give her the baby, she'll reset. But you don't have to help me make sure it melts from all of them. Medicine. So this is an antibiotic Boles, I don't know. It's some kind of thing, but it's putting antibiotic where the infection's at in the uterus. She did great. You can see her nudge at Tyler. She knows we're trying to help her, and she's just doing really good. So we're moving over this hurdle, and she starts perking up really quickly. So thankfully, we survived this. Okay, so I kind of have a confession. One thing I want to say before I give you that confession is, who on earth cannot say that's not a remarkable cow? Thank you, Lord. Because we are operating as minimalist. I'm okay with that. But in this kind of scenario, when it's kind of her life on the line, I don't really want to be as minimalist. But now my confession is, I was probably like 7, 8, 9, 10. Saw all that done to know there was a baby calf in there. I've been wanting to do that my entire life. No. Nah, that was not fun. Because when there's no baby calf, too, it wasn't for the right reasons. That first installed that like desire to do that. I hope to not have to do it for this reason ever again. So let's check Violet. We have had play practice for Easter. We have had a crawfish boil, stopped and got ice cream. So she has had us not here pestering her. And I'm going to look her over. The calf is tolerating her milk fine. So right there at the bottom, you see that? So the vet said that is pus. I'm not seeing her shivering. She has eaten all of her oats, which she has not cleaned her plate since Tuesday night. There's the calf, looking very content, healthy, alert. So, I've had some time to think on it today, and what we're going to do is, we have 2 weeks we cannot drink the milk, at the least. That is if everything goes according. So, I'm going to try an 8 to 8 feeding schedule for the calf to take milk from her. We're going to back her off on her milk and not let her make as much right now. And then I think in time I'm going to see what she's producing for us, and then let the calf as it grows maybe ramp her milk supply up. We'll see how that goes. You'll have to watch all that. And we can work on feeds and certain things, but we're going to back her down some because the calf cannot tolerate a ton of her rich milk at this point. Although I think he probably could. But I'm not going to mess with what works. I see some wet spots like it's peed. I don't think that's diarrhea. The calf looks too spry. Yes, it's a little wobbly, but that's because its pen is mucky right here. So, I was going to watch its poos, but guess what? Haven't been able to. Because we've had a monsoon-ish kind of thing. Violet's responding well to it. It is not time. I'm going to set me an alarm. And 8 to 8. I want 8 o'clock more for the nighttime. Because it is easier to, with life, milk her at 8 than it is 8 o'clock in the morning. But remember, right now, this is just for the calf to nurse her. And if I don't have to milk her, I'm not going to. I'm going to let the calf start getting a better volume of milk in its belly. How are you? How are you, Ruth? Hey, Ruth, how are you? Yeah. Are you doing okay? You like... Oh, let's get that out of the way. Are you liking your mama? Is her got good milk? You know you got a good mama because she's sick. Yeah. Your mama here, she's been through heck. And she is still doing you an amazing job. She's over there with her ears perked up. Yeah, your mama's doing an amazing job. Yeah. Because look at you. You're a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous little heifer. Yeah. Look at you. Oh my goodness, is that not cute, y'all? She saw her mama Violet get up. So, well, I guess I'm going to look for Violet's appetite to increase. All that kind of stuff, and check her temp. So her back end's pretty mucky. But this will actually help my hand too. My hand rebels when I start milking. And I left that there, not my intentions. Gross. So my she's looking great. I see some spots where there's been some pus on the ground. So, I mean, that's to be expected today. Hopefully not tomorrow, and hopefully not Monday. So she's looking great. She's looking great. There's 2 spots that have pus on the ground, but that's it. So hopefully we won't find any. I'm going to do an 8 to 8 schedule. It's easier if I can milk her at 8 o'clock. When Violet got up, the calf took off running towards her. So she seems to be tolerating her milk fine. And she looks a little more spry, right? Already.
Why does her tail stay sticking out?
So y'all can see that coming out the back end. That's probably pus. But
why is her tail sticking out?
Well, I think she pooped. If not, she was going to. But that stuff out her back end's cleaning out the infection. So you get your baby Ruth at 8. Because 8 o'clock will be easier of a schedule. And I'll try to start doing my work schedule where I'm at home at 8. But now, if not, you can let the calf in on her and put it up. And that way we don't run into giving her mastitis with all of these things going on with her. And Tyler and I both agree, especially after this monsoon, we will be very glad the day we get a barn. But we've made it this far, and I don't think having a barn or not would have made these bumps go away. I think we still would have had the complications we've had. I think this is part of farming, and ours unfortunately came maybe a little faster and sooner in our beginning of the learning experience than some. So, oh well, this is what it's like to be a minimalist with problems. So, but Violet's not shaking, so her temp, she got aspirin. See, it's really doing good. It's all spry and not lethargic. Get down. If you bend down and talk to it, it'll get up closer to the fence. It's a calf. It's a curious little thing. So it is responding fine to Violet's milk. And we are hoping Violet's going to continue to not have fever. Her aspirin helped bring down her fever. She ate all her food in her bowl. Her feed bucket, or feed bowl. That's the first time she's done that since Tuesday night. So, and this morning she was looking in. Look at her. She's back at her. Will she? Maybe. I don't know. Will she? Yes, she's licking her mineral lick. Or her out of her mineral tub. She has not done that since last Saturday. And yes, I've not watched her every second, but as many seconds as possible. Oh, look at the cat. Violet, sorry, I don't know the names. Our dog, Sally Sue, loves calves. She actually just loves cows. And I missed it. They were licking each other. I would let her in there with the calf. But They love each other. I guess she didn't want her salt in her salt bucket, so she puts it on the ground. Okay. I'm going to leave that be right now. I'll milk out the rest of her. So with her infection and everything, look at what we've got. Look at it. I'm letting it take the milk. And just filling itself. That little thing has grown. Violet's in love. She'll lick on it. They're still not staying together. I don't know that I'll ever have them stay together. Y'all hear that sigh of relief? I guess instead of saying we're almost out of the woods, just say one more hurdle. I feel like we've conquered. She's been with this calf, like I say, a week and 24 hours. Her infection really showed up, and I'm sure was there before. But her infection, we are now from treatment 5 days from when she was treated. I'm sighing relief again. And she's got more spunk in her. You know, some of the things that was going on, I thought were maybe the whole thing had just happened. Losing the baby, getting one put on her, the changes she had gone through. And no, the infection was some of it. I think some of it was because Violet's a very expressive cow. She shows us emotions, especially hunger. But her hunger had decreased some. Not, thankfully, all the way, but her hunger had decreased some. There's another sigh of relief. So, look, let it finish. So I'm going to milk her out and decide more on what to do here. Here, real quick, I'll show you a neat little thing. I was going to keep up with the pees and poos of the calf. Well, let me show you. One day, it did maybe have some runny poop, but I haven't really seen many poops. Probably the monsoon we had washed all that away. But as soon as I get in the shed to get Violet some more oats, because she's demanded them, that is not scoury poop. That is you crapped and brushed it on my leg. Or crapped as you were brushing on my leg. Who even cares at this point? Violet's healthy, the calf's healthy, the pants will be washed.